another edition of Mrs. Miller's Math Show. Yes, let's do some math. Today we are talking, actually first let me introduce my lovely co-host, Crystal. Crystal, come on up and say hello. Okay. Today, this is so exciting, you guys. We are solving equations 4x. That's right, 4x. What do you want? Here we go. So before we do that, I know how much you all love fractions. That's what we're doing first, is solving with fractions and then with decimals. I know you all love that. So let's review what least common denominator means. Anybody remember what least common denominator means? Aiden. Okay. Anybody know least common denominator? Jiro?
It's like when you have two numbers, the lowest number that you could divide by.
Right. So it's the lowest number. So the lowest number that you can divide the denominators by. Okay, so in a fractional expression. So let's say we have something like 1/4 x plus 2, let's see, thirds, thank you, equals 11. Okay, so we want, the goal here, what we're trying to do is look for a number that you can multiply the numerators by to get rid of those denominators. So, in other words, Tyler? Okay, that's okay. Olivia? Oh, good. That's one option, yeah. So we're going to do, so Olivia said that we can multiply the 1/4 by 3/3 and the 2/3 by 4/4. That's one option. Or we're going to do something a little different this time, and we're going to get rid of the fractions completely. How many people think that would be awesome to get rid of the fractions completely? Okay, so here's how we do that. We need to find the least common denominator to get rid of the fractions. So the lowest number that both 3 and 4 are divisible by is 12. So how many people think that makes sense? Is 12 divided by 4, is that a whole number? Yes. How about 12 divided by 3? Yeah. Yes. So if we multiply both sides by 12, or the least common denominator, it ends up getting rid of all the fractions. Now, that's how we're going to approach a lot of these problems today. We're gonna wait for a second and go on to one other concept, and then we'll come back, okay, and do some examples. So next, the zero product property. So for our viewers who are just tuning in, the way this game works is that people are learning these math concepts for the first time and are very excited about it. And then they get to see whether they have absorbed and understood the knowledge that we learned. So here we go. So we're learning about these things right now, and then we will go back and do some examples, and that's where our contestants come up, and they get the chance to win some very valuable information. Okay, so Here we go. I know, it's so exciting. All right, so here we go. Everybody just work with me here, all right? Okay. Clap if you agree that 2 times 0 equals 0. Cool. Okay. Clap if you agree that 0 times 2 equals 0. Okay. Clap if you agree that 0 times anything gives you 0. Okay, nicely done. Okay, so we're going to use this knowledge, what is called the zero product property, to help us solve some equations, okay? So here we go. First example, 1/4 plus 3/8y equals 3/4, okay? And we are solving this for y. That's the first example. So 1/4 plus 3/8y equals 3/4. Okay. So, we are looking for, if we want to use the method where we clear the equation of fractions, we are looking for a number that both 4 and 8 can be evenly divided by. Sloan? Perfect. 8. Nicely done. Everybody give Sloan a round of applause. Okay, 8. She does love math. Okay, so we're multiplying both sides by 8 or 8 over 1. Because watch it. Okay, this is so cool. All right, ready? We are going to distribute over here. You're going to see magically our fractions go away. Okay, so here we go. Ready? All right. So we're just multiplying all the numerators together and all the denominators. So 8 times 1 is? 8.
I don't know.
1 times 4 is?
32?
Okay, wait. 1 times 4 is? Don't scare me now. Okay. 8 times 3 is? 24. 1 times 8 is? 8. We have a y. Let me move this up so we don't get lost. And on the other side, 8 times 3 is? 24. And 4 times 1 is? 4. Okay, so some of you are looking at that and going, wait, there are fractions still. What's up? You said there were not going to be. But what is 8 divided by 4? 2. What is 24 divided by 8? 3. And what is 24 divided by 4? 6. Whoa, fractions. Yes, fractions are gone. All right, magic, pure magic. Okay, so now what do we do to solve this equation for y? What's the next step? Tyler?
Divide.
Eventually, we're going to divide. Now, 2 is being added to the 3y. The opposite of addition is?
Subtraction.
That's good. Yes, subtraction. So 3y equals 4. And then, now the last step is to? Divide. Divide by what?
3.
All right. So y equals 4 over 3. You can leave it like that. I know for us really, really enthusiastic math students, thank you, Crystal, you can turn this into a mixed number, 1 1/3, or a decimal, 1.33, but you don't have to. That is the beauty of leaving things as improper fractions. You can leave it like that. All right. All right. So, here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to give you guys an example. We're going to a short break, and then we will be back with our first contestant to see if they absorbed the math material. All right? Okay. Let me give you guys the problem as we go to commercial break here. The problem is 1/8 times 16y plus 8 minus 17 equals negative 1/4 times 8y minus 16. Whoa, okay. 1/8 times 16y plus 8 minus 17 equals negative 1/4 8y minus 16. Okay, we are going to commercial break. We will be back shortly.
Miss Miller's Math Show.
We are back. All right, our studio audience is hyped right now. We have our first contestant, Tyler, and he is going to show us how we solve this problem for y. Everybody give Tyler a round of applause.
Tyler.
I brought. Hey, okay. Where's the pencil I was using? I'm supposed to use something. Where's the marker? Just use the pen. Okay, well, I'm going to bring my paper. That's really annoying.
It's making you nervous.
It's kind of just annoying me. Okay. What? What about my head, huh?
Look at the camera.
Look in the camera. You told me to do that. Okay, it's just making me go slower.
Okay, there's a hush that
That's
comes
enough.
over the crowd.
That's enough. No.
Thank you. Did I do it right? Wait. I'm good. Okay.
You have to add the 2.
I'm just looking at my problem right now, just doing it all in order.
Good, so he's got 4y minus 16 equals 4. He's adding 16 to both sides. And he gets 4y equals 20. When he divides by 4 on both sides, he gets y equals 5. Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Tell him what he's won, Crystal. Come on.
What?
Tell him what he's won.
You learned how to solve equations.
Yay! Okay. All right. Next concept. Here we go. Now, you guys all have the fractions. Let's do a decimal problem.
Woo, decimal.
Yay! 0.86. Okay.
Shut up. Am I writing? Yes or no?
Yes, everybody should be writing this down. 5. Okay. So here's how we approach decimal problems. What we want to do, just like we've done with the fractions, we want to get rid of them. We want to get rid of the decimals. It's a lot easier to work with these problems when we don't have decimals there. So here's the trick. If you think back to when we were doing scientific notation, multiplying by 10 or dividing by 10 moves the decimal, right? So if we multiply by 10, all the decimals move to the right one space. So it's always moving to the right in the number of zeros you have. If you multiply by 100, you move the decimal to the right twice. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to multiply both sides by 10. Who can explain why 10 instead of some other power of 10? Olivia.
Because we want to keep it as simple as possible.
Ooh.
We need to move it over one
Yes, nicely done. She only want to move it over one spot. All right, so all the decimals move out one spot. So we get 8t minus 3t equals 65. All the decimals move out one. Okay, what next? So who can tell me what the next step? Thane.
You subtract 3t from 8t.
Good, and you get what?
5t.
Excellent. 5t equals 65. And then the last step would be what? Good. Divide by what? 5. And when we divide by 5, we get t equals 13. All right. Nicely done. Woo-hoo. Good job, you guys. All right. So here we go. We have a few more examples, a few more contestants. Can I move this? You guys still using it, or are we done? You're done? Okay. So here we go. Last few problems. Now I have to warn you guys. This is so easy that I'm worried you all are going to complicate it so much and get it wrong. Okay? I'm not joking, I promise. X plus 2 times x minus 5 equals 0. Do not overcomplicate it. Or 4. How about 4? Thank you. Nope, thank you for that, Mr. Anderson. Okay, here we go. So easy that I'm afraid you guys are going to complicate it. Okay? A lot of people look at that and they go, oh man, do I have to do that FOIL thing or the box? Do not overcomplicate it. We are solving for x. Remember in the beginning we talked about the zero product property, which says that, to review right here, if you multiply anything by 0, you get 0. So what we're doing here is we're saying that either x plus 2 could equal 0, or x minus 5 could equal 0. And then we solve both of them for x. So how would I get x by itself in this one? Subtract 2. Good. Yes. Don't be afraid to shout it out. Okay, how about this one? What do we do? Add 5. Yay. So x equals -2 and x equals 5.
Wasn't that easy?
Yay. Woo-hoo. All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, questions on that?
Because it was so easy.
How many people clap if you agree that that seemed like it was too easy? Okay. So I say, every time we end up with people who way overcomplicate it. Let's not do that. Okay, I'm going to put a few more problems up, and we're going to get a few more contestants, and then we will be finito. So the next one, m times m minus 8 equals 0. Olivia, I think that has your name written all over it. Then, the one right after that, 2x minus 3 times 4x plus 7 equals 0. Alyssa, I think this one is a good one for you. 2x minus 3 times 4x plus 7 equals 0. We are going to take a short break and we will be back with our next two contestants.
Woo! Yeah, excited about math. Okay. Good for you.
USA!
Okay, we are back. We have the lovely Olivia. Everybody give Olivia a round.
Oh, math. I love me some math, if you know what I mean. Right. Okay. Do the song. Okay. That's my answer. Right there.
All right.
Yes.
Woo! Is she right, you guys?
Oh my
Okay. Nicely done. Tell her what she's won, Crystal.
Forgot the line.
She has won the knowledge of
She has won the knowledge of solving equations.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, you guys, give it up for Alyssa. Alyssa's coming up to do her next problem. Okay. All right. So here we go. You guys ready? Ready to turn on the chart?
I just dropped it.
Ready? All right. Yay! All right. Nicely done. All right. Tell her what she's won, Crystal.
According to my hand, she has won the knowledge of solving equations.
All right. Okay, you guys. Are there any other last-minute questions? How awesome was today? Okay. Until next time. Have fun and have fun with math.
Oh my God.
Yay!